What can be harder than catching a genius art thief? Only catching him if he is your ex-lover. Let's go back to the start. A skillful thief infiltrates an art gallery in Budapest. With the help of his partners in crime, he hacks the gallery's security system and sneaks into the room with the most valuable pieces of art. After finding the painting he needs, the thief accurately takes it off the wall and leaves the place unnoticed. The next day, Aline and Ozan from the Interpol Art Crime Unit arrive to investigate the case. Aline quickly deduces the criminal's strategy, but finds it strange. He breaks into museums filled with priceless art, but always steals the least valuable painting in the collection. While the thief and his team prepare for the next heist, Aline tries to decipher the connection between the stolen paintings. It turns out that their thief is a romantic person because each of the stolen masterpieces represents love. Aline deduces that the thief's next target will be in Istanbul. When the day comes, Ozan and Aline go there and immediately hear the sounds of signaling. The painting is already stolen. Aline spots a suspicious man with a suitcase and chases after him. As she approaches him, Aline looks at the man's face and recognizes her ex-boyfriend, Güney. He disappeared a long time ago and broke Aline's heart, but now she sees him safe and sound. He sits in a car and flees the scene, leaving Aline shocked and confused. She tells her boss that the billionaire Güney Arat is the main suspect. The chief doesn't believe her since Güney Arat can easily buy anything he wants, but Aline intends to dig for the truth. Ozan is the one who believes her, and Aline devises a plan on how to catch Güney red-handed. She wants to initiate their meeting, get closer to him, and wait until he confesses to being a thief. For this, she pretends to be a manager of a prestigious art gallery in Paris, and when Güney sees her, the sparks between them fly again. He follows her and promises to explain why he disappeared and left her, but Aline plays hard to get. Of course, it makes Güney want to win her back at any cost. He seeks a meeting with her and invites her for dinner. He tells her that he loved her so much that he got scared of his own feelings. He wasn't prepared for a serious relationship, let alone getting married, so he just decided to disappear. Now, he deeply regrets his decision and admits that he made a big mistake. Güney apologizes to Aline and asks her for another chance. She agrees on one condition. From now on, Güney has to be completely honest with her. Aline and Ozan learn more about Güney's squad, which includes a hacker named Vera and a chauffeur named Omir. They deduce that the criminals have secret meetings in a warehouse. Aline decides to sneak into the warehouse and search for clues. There, she finds plans of some buildings and a laptop, but quickly gets caught by Vera. She threatens Aline and tells her to remove her mask, but Aline attacks her. They engage in a fierce battle, and despite Aline's opponent being a strong fighter, Aline manages to knock her out and run away. Aline deduces that the thief's next target is in Prague. When Güney tells Aline about his work trip to Prague, she tells him that she wants to go with him, and he can't say no. After dinner, Aline pretends to be asleep, and Güney takes her to bed and falls asleep next to her. Then she searches his apartment and finds a secret stash with her portrait inside. What if Güney really still loves her? After she wakes up in the morning, Aline kisses Güney, and he tells her that they are leaving for Prague in 2 hours. Plus, he buys her a bunch of beautiful dresses for the trip. They get on a plane, and Güney introduces Aline to his assistant, Vera, who instantly starts suspecting something. After Aline and Güney get their rooms in a hotel, he offers her to spend a day together. Vera shares her concerns with Omer, but he knows that Aline is a great person and doesn't believe Vera. Aline and Güney enjoy their day in Prague, riding in a luxurious car and exploring the city. They walk, kiss, and admire the local attractions. In the evening, Aline returns to her hotel room and finds Ozan, who came to help her. He accuses her of falling for Güney once again, but she denies it. Their boss was pissed, so Ozan had to cover her ass. Now it is their last chance to catch Güney in Prague, or the whole plan will be doomed. Güney decides to surprise Aline and takes her to the theater to watch the show she has always wanted to see. The premiere is next week, but Güney and Aline get the chance to watch a dress rehearsal, and it means a lot to Aline. She loves the show but still can't keep her eyes off Güney. After their walk in the city at night, Güney and Aline return to the hotel. There, they succumb to the temptation of the moment and kiss each other. They continue making out and slowly undressing each other. Güney is very passionate and gentle, and he makes Aline forget why she is here with him. However, at the last moment, She comes to her senses and pulls back. She tells him that everything is happening too quickly, and she can't make love with him yet. In the morning, Gunay has a business meeting, and Aline guesses that he is preparing for the robbery. She decides to spy on him and follows Gunay. Aline and Ozan follow him to the novel gallery, but Gunay tricks everyone again. The painting is stolen, and Aline and Ozan catch the wrong people. In the ensuing chaos, Aline spots Gunay, but he quickly leaves on a motorcycle. She starts a car chase all through the city to catch him, but Gunay outsmarts her again. Back in Istanbul, Aline takes her anger out on Ozan. It was their last chance and they failed. But Aline can't just give up and stop trying, even if her entire career is on the line, and Ozan supports her decision. Aline and Gunay attend a masquerade where Gunay introduces her to a famous art collector named Faisal, who offers to show them his treasures. He takes them to his underground labyrinth and lets them into his super-secret room with masterpieces from all around the world. His collection is really incredible, so Gunay chooses it as his next target. The place is full of security checkpoints that the thieves will have to go through, and the mission seems impossible, but Gunay believes that they can succeed. What's even more important is that Aline reveals Gunay's plan and intends to catch him. Gunay devises a plan on how to infiltrate Faisal's secret vault, trick the security systems, and even how to copy Faisal's voice and face for the passcode. When it is time for action, Gunay starts the operation. Everything goes smoothly until Faisal decides to visit his vault too. Anyway, Gunay manages to complete the voice and face check on time and enters the vault. When Faisal is already extremely close, Vera starts to panic, but Gunay hacks the security system and hides in the next room. When Faisal is about to catch him, someone calls him to come upstairs. Gunay is saved and can't believe his luck. With a happy smile, he steals one of the paintings and leaves a little rock as a goodbye gift for Faisal. Meanwhile, Faisal meets Aline, who was caught trying to infiltrate the house. She tells him who she really is and warns Faisal that someone might rob his vault tonight. After Faisal makes sure that she is right, he goes berserk and lashes out at Aline. He threatens her and demands the thief's name, but Ozan and his people arrive to save her. However, the next day, Faisal and his goons break into Aline's flat. He reveals that Aline is after Gunay and wants to kill him for stealing his property. Aline rushes to save the man she loves. Gunay is already aware of Faisal's plans and doesn't look surprised when Aline bursts into his office. He knows the truth about her as well. It turns out that all of this was Gunay's plan to win her back. He tells her that when he disappeared, he was in a horrible Mexican prison. After he escaped and came back home, Aline was already working in Interpol. Gunay couldn't tell her the truth because she would never get back with the thief, so he made up a plan on how to get a second chance and make her fall in love with him again. Now, they have a more serious problem. Gunay and Aline escape from Faisal in a helicopter and head to a cabin full of stolen paintings. Faisal quickly finds them and ambushes the cabin. Aline has to protect herself and Gunay, so she takes her weapon and starts a gunfight. They run for their lives while Faisal and his goons are on their tail. Thankfully, Ozan comes to the rescue and saves Gunay and Aline. It turns out that Gunay made a deal with Ozan and helped him to get the evidence to put Faisal in jail for his criminal activity. When everything is over and there are no more secrets between them, Aline and Gunay confess their love for each other and decide to simply enjoy being together.